So now that we've created a chart once, I want to challenge you to create a different kind of chart. I want you to chart only the juniors. So we're going to create a pie chart of only the juniors by hair color, and I want you to create a 3D pie chart. So pause the video here, see if you can figure out how you can select the juniors and create a 3D pie chart from it. So when I do this, most people are tempted to just go select the information in the data. And what's really important is not selecting that total, because if you think about it, the total will skew our pie chart. So we want to make sure that we're only selecting the data available. If we go and we insert a chart from here and we go to the pie charts and we do a 3D pie chart, you'll see that it's great. It'll chart everything. It'll give it all colors. Beautiful. However, we have an issue here. The issue is I have no clue what these colors mean because the data labels at the bottom don't have anything on them. They're just numbers. Now, this can be a huge issue for your reader. And when you're doing the charts in our class, you're going to find that you might do this sometimes. And this is not what you want to turn in because I don't know what this means. I don't know what those numbers are, right? I have no clue. So what we want to do is we want to adjust those numbers. There's two ways that we can do it. The first way is once you have the chart created, if you need to select what the labels are, that's where the select data comes into play that we talked about earlier. So I can go to select data here, and you can see that my legend is saying junior, which is great. However, my horizontal axis labels is saying 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. So I'm going to go ahead and edit those. And when I edit those, I want you to think about on the spreadsheet, it's asking me, where are your labels on the spreadsheet? What cells over here in your spreadsheet are the labels? So what are the labels for 1 through 6? Well, the labels are the hair colors, right? So if I go select blonde through other, I now have magically hair colors listed in the legend, and that's what I want. So you can see that I have the ability to go in here and select on the physical spreadsheet what those labels are supposed to be. Now, if you don't have those on your spreadsheet, it's not going to work because you have to have your labels on your spreadsheet, which you should anyway for your table of data to make sense as well, right? And then I can click OK, and I'm good to go. So it's really important that you can go ahead and come in here and do this. But let's say you wanted to do it before you made the chart, because it's totally possible. I'm going to click on the chart on the outside border, and I'm going to hit delete on my keyboard to remove it. So this time around, I'm going to select junior and the data, but I'm also going to select the labels at the same time. So you can see that if I go and I try and select everything, it's got freshman and sophomore in there. I don't want that. That's not what I'm looking for. I need just the juniors. So if I select just the juniors, how can I select the hair colors at the same time? When you want to select things that are not next to each other or non-adjacent on a spreadsheet or in your files or anything, you hold Control on your keyboard. So while holding Control, I've made my first selection. I've let go of my click on my mouse. I'm holding Control. I'm going to go over here and I'm going to make my second selection on my hair colors. The first cell will be white. However, it is still selected because you see it has that green border around it. I can then go to the Insert tab and insert a chart. Now, you can see when I do this, still not giving me those labels, all right? So going back and looking at what I've selected, here's what's going on. Excel doesn't know that these are the labels because it thinks that it's part of the data. And the reason it thinks that it's part of the data is because the number of cells doesn't match. Junior and the number of data cells does not match the number of cells you have for hair color because we didn't include this blank cell of A2. So we need to reselect. So I'm going to select junior, click and drag one click, let go of my click, hold Control on my keyboard, and this time I'm going to select A2 with the blank cell all the way through A8 with the labels. And now I'm going to go create my chart. And you can see that the second that the number of cells matches up, Excel can then create a chart with those data labels.